Hi planner friends, welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. Today we are going to discuss my 5 reasons why I love planning using paper planners. So stay tuned. Hi planner friends, I'm One Crafty Dolo and I'm here to talk to you with a big cup of tea of reasons why I love using a paper planner. It's not easy for me to step out in front of the camera, but I'm doing it because I'm doing it scared, right? So my reasons, they're kind of a pyramid, but sometimes they change. So I want to just say thank you first off, thank you for taking the time to watch this video and support my channel. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe if you'd like, and tap the notification bell for notifications. I realized something as an aside after moving out of the metropolitan Northeast. We talk too fast. We speak too quickly. I mean, I love the Philadelphia kind of, "Did you eat?" or "How you doing?" or "What's going on?" But it does it. I'm out in the Rocky Mountains and it's slower. And I'm learning to slow down, but I'm sorry if I get carried away and speak quickly. Okay, so these, as I said, are fluidous, and sometimes number 5 is number 1 or 2 and so forth. But I'm going to start with I love the planner community. I'm making connections and friends, and it's great. Part of that is bonding with people over a hobby, and as enthusiasts, I'm grabbing my tea. Sorry, yeah. But the other part of that is like-minded people supporting each other. So community is one of the things I love about planning. But segueing from that, I love supporting small makers and small businesses. I have a number of Etsy shops that I purchase from regularly, and people I may not buy from as regularly because I do try to keep costs down, but I love the fact of supporting people who are doing creative things. I can't design stickers. I'm not that girl. Or maybe at some point I can make divider. I don't know, but yes, the planner community and tying in with that are small makers. Sandoodles desk on Etsy, Orange Umbrella, Cocoa Daisy, Simply Gilded, Nonie's Custom Creations, City Girl Planners, SEW, Much Crafting, Lights Planner Action. These are all small business owners. Amber Plans Her Day, Mojo Jojo Plans. These are people who are, some are young mamas, some are not mamas, some are whatever, but they're doing cool things. So I think community is really something wonderful in the planner community. Number 4, and again, sometimes this is number 1, I love the creativity of planning. Okay, I've fallen down the rabbit hole of stamping and inks and stencils and washi, and still I do use some stickers, but I vary it up, and mild liners, etc. I am not artistic. I don't draw, but the creativity of, I'm just gonna grab my faith planner real quick, like creating all of these in my faith planner. Okay, creating cute spreads, right? Some stamping, some paper collection stuff. I mean, a little bit of inking. Okay, all of those I am finding are a wonderful outlet. If you had told me I would love stenciling and stamping and inking, just those 3 so much, I would have been like, no, I'm not that creative. But I am. That's the funny thing. I am. And what the creativity, just kind of like community, leads into supporting solo entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. The creativity helps me with other projects and creativity in other areas. So if you're watching my channel for a while, you know that I have the autoimmune disease scleroderma. It was in the news not that long ago with the death of Bob Saget, whose sister died from scleroderma, and he was a wonderful advocate for research for the community. And if you check out my Medium page, I wrote a piece about his death, which I actually took pretty hard. This year has been so much, this past year here has been so much loss, and it was like one more, and I'd always hoped to meet him. You know, I never did. I wasn't really active in the scleroderma community until the past 2-3 years. And having scleroderma and writing about my journey with my illness, that's emotional. Okay, that's hard work, because for most of my life I tried to hide it. So my skin, this is pretty, you can't really see too much, but I'm disfigured, for example. I have mobility problems, and I'm not, please do not feel badly for me. I don't feel badly for me. But to go from working around it to telling people, to opening up my journey, to open up about my experience, that's hard work. That's emotional. And so the creativity that I'm utilizing to decorate my planners, people would look at and say, what are you doing? No, that balances me out and enables me to write more. So my advice is, if you're facing something, a difficult task, whether you're studying, whether you're taking tests, whether you're just in a difficult situation, putting the creativity into your planner is a good way to balance out all the other stuff. Fair enough? I live on tea. I just do. My favorite is probably Earl Grey, Lady Grey, but I don't drink that all the time. Those are treats. English breakfast, but I digress. I drink lots of plain black Tetley tea or whatever. Okay. Number 3 in my planner, kind of why I plan. Hold on, let me double check this. I just want to get this right. Of course, I had to write down, right? Reaching your goals. Now, with, I guess this is 5 planner things, but it's actually more like 10. If you are, I'm very driven. Part of it is my illness. Part of it is, that's just who I am. So I will do all the things. I will go after big goals. That's how I finally got my dissertation and got my doctorate. I will do all kinds of things. But when I say goals, if you need help reaching a goal, you need to plan it out. This is my 90-day sleigh, which is a program I participate in, and I've shown you this in other videos. But for example, I have a fitness and wellness goal. She has 3 goals per quarter. You get a new, she calls it a planner. I think it's like a workbook. But literally, it's a roadmap of what you need to do every week. And then she holds you accountable. Something like this, it's fabulous. I mean, look at the design, right? But the way she fleshes it out. Now, what this does is help me focus every week on what task I need to reach that, you know, quarterly goal and so forth. But, and I do use, let me interrupt, I do use this Carpe Diem. I just uploaded a plan with me about how I'm using it for my writing and how many words do I need and when is this article due? What am I, right? So I'm doing that and starting to get published, which is cool. What about other goals? Okay, what about self-care? I use sometimes the hashtag self-care isn't selfish. And I always wince when I use it. I'm going to be honest with you. I wince because why? Why do we have to track self-care? Why do we have to say we're entitled to self-care? And yet we do, right? Am I wrong here? So planning my goals includes planning out my self-care, right? And so, yeah, it's, if you're super driven, it's good to help you focus on your goals and reach them. If you need help focusing and you have trouble being driven, go after your goals. But if you need to stop yourself sometimes and say, hey, I need a purposeful day off, and this is what I'm going to do. And yeah, I know scheduling our self-care seems strange, but yes. Which brings me to number 2, and this all kind of goes together, but health. I plan for my health. So, okay, I have this crazy illness that most people haven't heard of, right? I have to exercise to keep mobility. And I've been doing that, again, my entire adult life. This side is stiff, this side bends. This side is stiff. So I do all kinds of exercises because the scar tissue causes muscle atrophy. Now again, don't feel badly for me. I'm good. I work hard. But mental health too. You might imagine, sometimes we all get anxious, whether it's work, your personal life, emotional health. And what planning does for me health-wise is it helps me cut through the clutter. It helps me to say, okay, you do need to exercise, and I need to stretch. I do a lot of stretching. I do a lot of light dumbbells, that type of thing. That's good for mobility. I do some of Tracy Anderson's stuff, which is kind of a lot of weird movements and stuff, but it works. So I use it to manage health. If I'm having something that I'm anxious about, I can write about it just for myself. I can journal. So I think planning is one of the best things you can do for your health, and in whatever way you need to do this, right? Which kind of leads me to the top of the pyramid, which again, these all overlap, is living. I plan because it helps me live intentionally, okay? I live in a mindful way. One of my big focuses is on gratitude and finding joy, everyday joy, because little things aren't so little. So if I go out, we go out and I get a good cup of tea. I get outside. I really embrace the mantra, these little things. And what planning does, by knowing, okay, hear me out. Again, this pyramid, right? By knowing I've planned my goals and I'm adhering to them. By knowing that I'm taking care of my health and I'm sticking to that. By knowing I have a community, by indulging myself, by being creative, it's good for your soul. I know that my life is purposeful, intentional, and meaningful. And that includes, okay, my faith planner, right? I intentionally every single week spend time studying the Bible, but also journaling about it. And I'm not talking about hours, peeps. I'm talking about, it can be, depending how long I have. Is it a half an hour? Is it an hour? Is it 15 minutes? But living, every week I hold myself accountable in these planners, and I recognize I sleep better. I feel more balanced. I am so much more relaxed. Now part of it was moving all the way across the country and living in a rural town and not having as many places to go, as many distractions. I'm not always on the go anymore. I don't have a commute. My commute, if I drive, is under 5 minutes. That's nice, right? But whatever you can do, whatever it is you can do to live purposely, live with joy, live intentionally, that's what planning does for me. Okay, friends, I want to thank you for taking the time and spending it with me. I'm going to list my favorite small makers and shops down in the comments, because beautiful things happen when we support each other. So thank you for supporting my channel. I would love to hear your reasons for planning. Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.